of the things I like to paint a picture of with salt specifically, like people that want to salt their food, it's quite literally not a craving of, hey, I want salt, like I want a freaking donut. It's literally you're eating something that has such a, I guess, good level of potassium because we need more potassium in our diet. But you salting that broccoli or your asparagus or your baked potato, that is your body saying, hey, we got some potassium here. Let's balance that with some salt. And that's what makes that palatable for you. And that's why it's different for everyone. And of course, like you said, the holistic aspect of all these vegetables and fruits, they all work together. Of course, that's the whole argument with why fruit is good for you in its whole unprocessed form with the fiber content, because everyone around here is trying to demonize the fructose that's naturally occurring in fruits. But if you're eating it how nature made it naturally, then generally you probably won't have much to worry about because it's blunting the effect of the kind of bad part of it. And I wouldn't even say fructose is necessarily bad on its own. It's just having too much of it. And that's literally what the fiber does, is it prevents absorption from everything that's good or bad. And in some cases, that's why we look towards animal foods. That's why we evolved to eat animal foods.
A
Yeah.
lot of things that are real, like people who take things out of food, there's a reason why the food's put together like that. The food is going to have mechanisms and cohesiveness within different aspects of it that work together. So it provides your body different nutrients and provides your body things like copper and magnesium and calcium. So you're not balancing out all those different things and just being super calcium heavy, and then you're going to become magnesium deficient or copper deficient because your calcium's so high because you're taking straight up calcium versus if you're taking things that are more balanced for optimal digestion and optimal absorption.
For
Orthorexia is a big
cash.
issue now. I think we've both been down that rabbit hole as well with the different
Yeah.
diet styles and different focuses, excessive anything, excessive exclusions, excessive fasting. It's all been a side effect of orthorexic habits. It doesn't seem like it at the time because it's like we're doing this for our health. You know, all the other stuff's junk and carbohydrates are the enemy, fat's the enemy, meat's the enemy, and then we cut out this whole food group of natural foods.
Mm-hmm.
Just like people now who are talking about, and you can work both ways. You can glorify food too. You got the carnivores, you got the people who do the bean protocol. It's like the people who say like, oh, sex is just sex. Like, oh, food's just food.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well,
Yeah. It's like
is it though?
it's like sex is just another form of masturbation.
It's like,
Well, no.
well, it's a little bit different.
What I would say to that is it's the like least path of resistance that these people are going towards to get that dopamine
Like
spike.
fast food.
Yeah, exactly.
And could have just been celibate this whole time or had like a consistent girlfriend, but I was too picky to like, I wanted a girlfriend, but I wanted a hottie Bugatti with a body, and I just wasn't at the point where they were like going after me. And I was like, well, I still want to get laid, but I just,
Yeah.
the girls that I want aren't available to me right now.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough for being in early 20s. It's like, I want to get laid. I have all these hormones. I'm super fit. I'm in shape. But the girls that I want are just, I guess wasn't a social stature enough to be like the sports player or what else do girls want in their early 20s? The singer,
Musicians. Yeah.
yeah, the country star, the DJ, to be able to have access to that. So instead of like express, which isn't helpful either to be like, yo, I got all these bitches, so now because that's an emptiness too. But
Yeah.
it's different because when you're sitting, that's what Terry Crews would say. He was like, back when I was a kid, I was always told like, don't sleep around with girls, don't go out, go crazy. So he was like, Friday nights, I came home, right? I watched porn and jerked off, and I thought I was doing the right thing. I was like, no, I'm good. This is good for me because I'm not there messing with girls. I'm
Yeah.
just getting my nut on my own. And then he had this deep porn addict and
Mm.
deep porn addiction, and I think that's the same path I went down into. I had all these hormones and these desires, and not only was expressing them physically not possible, but sometimes they got me in situations with girls that I shouldn't have been in, and then sometimes they got me in porn. I think the real key to that is to be able to take that energy and as the new age Well, it's an old age term too from Napoleon Hill. Transmute that energy into something, like some kind of creation. Use that creation energy to create an art, to create music, to create, I don't even, to create buildings. Like just take it and do something with it besides just nut it
Yeah.
out all the time. So easy. Like you said earlier, the path of least resistance.